first thing I do is, I congratulate that atheist. People may wonder that why is Zakir congratulating an atheist? The reason I congratulate an atheist is because he is thinking. Most of the other human beings, they do blind belief. Most of the people, they are Hindus because their fathers are Hindus. He's a Christian because father is a Christian. He's a Jew because father is a Jew. Many people are Muslims because their fathers are Muslims. This atheist, he's thinking. And he may be looking around at the people, the different types of God that they worship. He disagrees with them. The reason I'm congratulating the atheist is because he has said the first part of the Islamic Shahada, La ilaha, there is no God. The only thing I have to do is prove to him illallah, but Allah, which I shall do inshallah. To the other non-Muslims who worship a wrong God, first I have to prove to him that the God he or she is worshipping is a false God. And then I have to prove to him about the true God. Here, half my job is done. The atheist has already said the first part of the Islamic creed, the first part of the Islamic Shahada, La ilaha, there is no God. Half my job is done. Only thing I have to do is but Allah, but Almighty God, which I shall do inshallah, and then believe in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whenever I meet an atheist, the first question I ask him is that, what do you mean by God? For example, if I say, this is a book, for anyone to say this is not a book, he should know the definition of book. If he does not know the definition of book, he cannot say this is not a book. For anyone to say this is not a book, he may not know what is this, what I'm carrying in the hand. But he should at least know the definition of a book to say this is not a book. Some people may differ, they say, no, Brother Zakir, if I know this is a pen, and if I don't know the definition of a book, I can say this is not a book. I disagree with them. Even if you know this is a pen, but if you don't know the definition of what I'm asking you, for example, I say, this is a kalam. You may know the definition of a pen, but if you don't know of a definition of a kalam, you may not be able to say whether this is a kalam or not. Because kalam in Arabic means a pen. Even in Urdu, kalam means a pen. So to say this is not so and so, you should know the definition of so and so. So if I say this is a book, for you to say this is not a book, you should know the definition of book. If you don't know, you cannot say this is not a book. Similarly, for anyone to say there is no God, he should know the definition of God. If he does not know the definition of God, he cannot say there is no God. Now this atheist, he has the understanding of God by observing the different human beings. How do they worship God? And then he analyzes that this God, he's like me. This God requires to eat, he requires to sleep, he requires to rest, he requires help. So what is the use of believing in such a God? For example, if someone says, I do not believe in Islam, which is a religion of terrorism. I do not believe in Islam, which does not give rights to the woman. I do not believe in Islam, which does not give human rights. I do not believe in a religion Islam, which is unscientific. So I will tell that person, I too do not believe in a religion which believes in terrorism. I too do not believe in a religion which does not give rights to the woman, which does not give human rights, which does not believe with reason, logic and science. So because this person who does not believe in Islam, which is a religion of terrorism, does not give rights to his women, does not give human rights, does not believe in reason and logic, is unscientific. What he has a picture of Islam is a wrong picture. So I too do not believe in such Islam. I believe in a religion called Islam, which does not believe in terrorism. Because Quran says in Surah Ma'idah, chapter number 5, verse number 32, that if anyone kills any other human being, unless it be for murder or for spreading corruption in the land, it is as though he has killed the whole of humanity. So according to the Quran, which is the cornerstone of Islam, killing any innocent human being is like killing the whole of nation. So how can this religion speak about terrorism, about killing innocent people? I know that Islam gives rights to the woman. I know that Islam has human rights. I know this religion of Islam is based on reason, logic, and science. So I too reject a religion which believes in terrorism, which does not give women rights, which does not give human beings their rights, which is not based on reason, logic, and science. But I have to explain to that person the true concept of Islam. It's my duty as a Muslim to clarify the correct concept of Islam. Today, the reason the media is maligning Islam, most of the non-Muslims, they have a misconception about Islam because they get the wrong information from the media. The media is spreading wrong things about Islam, that Islam is a religion of terrorism, Islam does not give due rights to the woman, it does not give human rights, it's a religion not based on reason and logic, it's an unscientific religion. So I say, even I reject such a religion called Islam. But I believe in a true religion of Islam, which does not believe in killing any innocent human being, which gives women the due rights, which is based on reason and logic, which is based on scientific aspects. So similarly, when an atheist says there is no God, he is rejecting the concept of God which he is looking around himself. Almighty God, he requires to eat, he requires to drink, he requires to rest, he requires to sleep, he can be defeated, he can be harassed. So when he's looking around himself, that if such a person is God, I don't believe in such a God. So I tell, even I don't believe in such a God, la ilaha. But the true God